This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Let's talk about some other changes that are going to be happening. Meltzer would say, besides the employee comebacks, come August, there will be major changes made in the way they do TV. They've already moved from doing tapings every 3 weeks to every 4 weeks, doing 4 Raws and 4 Superstars at every taping. The Wrestling Challenge is being dropped in the fall. WWF was facing cancellation of the show in both New York and Los Angeles markets and had weak times in most other markets, so they felt the cost of doing the third day of taping just wasn't worth the exposure they were getting. The show had been almost a throwaway for the past several months, with the only newsworthy items coming from most challenge tapings being Action Zone main events, which had for the most part been discontinued the past few weeks. Action Zone, which consisted of the challenge matches plus an added main event, will stay on USA, but with a format change. In markets where Titan had a second syndication clearance, they will do a highlight show, which may be called Challenge or Spotlight or something else, but it'll be a spotlight format with all the major angles from either Superstars or Raw. The tapings will always come the Monday and Tuesday after a pay-per-view show, and that way they will never publicly tip their hand as to a pay-per-view finish the way WCW constantly does. That's a little note, but I appreciate that we're not going to do that, because we used to, in this era, see a series of tapings in Orlando from WCW, and different guys would show up wearing the same belts and be introduced as champions, because this is going to happen 2 months from now or 3 months from now or 4 months from now, what have you. And it never actually aired on TV how they won the belt. So if you're in the crowd, you're like, wait a minute, they didn't have the belts 2 matches ago. What is this? So I appreciate that continuity to the fan. But when I read that Challenge is going away, I think about my old pal Bruce, because you had a soft spot for Challenge, and to hear it's going under finally had to be a little bittersweet for you.
Yeah, by this time I hated Challenge.
But when you first came into the company, it was one of your first projects, right? But way back in like 87, 88.
Yeah. I mean, they all were, but it was Challenge was probably the lesser of all the evils. And it was getting to work with Bobby and Gorilla is what made Challenge fun.
Right.
So, but it was also just Challenge, and it was kind of viewed upon by everyone in the company a little bit as, it's just Challenge.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.